Doing one of these videos, the current state of Honkai Star Rail. Today we're gonna talk about how the game is doing currently, the future of the game, and basically the good things that stayed in the game.
I think my current opinion on Honkai Star Rail is that I pretty much only want to log in to do the story. I still need to do 2.5 and wrap up 2.4. I heard the Facial story was great. For me, it doesn't have anything that I'm like stoked about, like really excited about. Like Penacony, I was like really excited about. Fei Xiao as a character is fun as fuck, but there's nothing in the story that I'm like currently like nuts over. So it feels like it's in a weird spot. 2.5 story is really good. Well, maybe I should go do it.
The game. First of all, of course, I'm gonna talk about the revenue report.
I do think that the game is getting a little bit ridiculous for what they require you to clear every single game mode, because like now, like one team can't be used to clear everything. You need a lot of different teams. You need a lot of things built. And I think players who start today are going to be in for a very rude awakening for how many characters they need, how many relics they need to farm. Like, it's kind of a lot of work, you know? You need your Pure Fiction team, your APOC team, your Memory of Chaos team. You know, it's kind of a lot.
Which really shocked me. Like, a filler patch doing better than Genshin Impact was a crazy thing to me. And the thing is, it's Genshin Impact's Natlan. Of course, it's only 3 days, but that's where most people are gonna use their money.
It's easy to not care about anything though? Sure. However, I don't want to get to a point where I just say, just don't care about it, right? I'd rather just give a good critique on if somebody did care about it. And I don't think people understand how much grinding they're going to need to do and how many units they're going to need to pull to like actually bring it out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need a lot of characters to bring out the potential of your account.
And that's a filler patch. Like, this is a huge success for Honkai Star Rail, and as I said like 3 or 4 months ago, I said that Honkai Star Rail is now the standard of every gacha game, and yeah, it's still the standard in my opinion. And not only that, I think the revenue this month will be insane. Like, people are going to spend on Fei Xiao. A lot of people like her, let alone the existence of 3 other banners. And this reminds me, if you want to top up in Honkai Star Rail with cheaper prices only using your UID, Loot Bar is the best place. This Loot Bar is click on the link in the description to get even more discounts. Anyway, back to the video. But of course I want to add, don't spend too much. Like, you can use your money in something else, I swear. Okay, so let us talk about how Honkai Star Rail is doing. So I'm not gonna do like a whole review about the game. I'm just gonna talk about the things that I like and the things that stand out actually. Of course, something really cool about the game is the generosity and how the devs are listening in a lot of the players' feedback.
I agree. I feel like the games where the devs are listening is pretty much every game outside of Genshin Impact. I feel like HSR, there's been good improvements coming over and over and over again. Natlan had some good changes. ZZZ's had some crazy good changes. Wuthering Waves is like every patch is a fucking banger. So I think the state of gacha games is actually really good, which I actually think is bad for them because I think gacha games stayed relevant by how loud people bitch, but people are running out of things to bitch about.
Like, this game is doing really good, and the doctor ratio thing that happened before, always having tempos every patch, and the lore of this game is really
HI3 is generous as well. I want to tell you, and I mean this when I say this, nobody gives a fuck about Honkai Impact 3rd.
Doing good currently. Like, let me be clear, I stopped playing the game when Firefly came out. I got Firefly and stopped playing. She's level 20, by the way. Then I stopped playing for like 2 patches and came back in 2.4 at the end of it. And it is because I thought the patches after Penacony will be just filler and won't be fun, right? But the thing that they did with the story was crazy. Although I didn't play the whole thing, but I watched some things, and even in a filler patch, they were creating bangers. Who would have expected that they will still go even after that and write a good new story? Or develop a character that you might not like at the start and then...
What was better, guys? 2.5 story or 2.0 story? Like, is Fei Xiao's story better than Penacony or no? Actually shocking that some people were saying 2.5 is better. Fuck, maybe I really need to play it.
It becomes very, very cool. So the story is really captivating for so many people. And now let me talk about the endgame content. This game is doing the best job. Like, they are doing a good job for a gacha game. First of all, I want to talk about events. We can literally play any event that we want if we didn't play it. If you didn't have to play an event, you will get the rewards. Of course, you will miss some, but the fear of missing out is way less here.
Yeah,
and,
it's nice.
and as you see, even though I
It is crazy. Like, my fear of missing out on Honkai Star Rail is pretty much zero. Like, I'll just not play it for 6 weeks, and I just won't even care. And then I come back, do everything I want, then I log off for another 6 weeks. It's nice.
Stop playing, I still have the 2 events here that I didn't play, and it's a really cool aspect. The endgame content, I still didn't play a lot of Apocalyptic Shadow, but I love everything that they do. They add a lot of content that you can play and enjoy the game.
I like Apocalyptic Shadow. I like Memory of Chaos. Memory of Chaos is leagues above the other modes. Pure Fiction, I do not give a fuck about. I really, really don't like Pure Fiction. And I don't know if there's any way I can fix that, but like, I just straight up don't fucking like it.
And all of them are different than each other, which is very good. But of course, let's talk about the thing that a lot of people are talking about, which is, are you not able to clear the content of the game if you stop playing or if you don't pull the newest character? I didn't play a lot, I just played some of the Forgotten Hall. Didn't play the 12th floor yet. I was a little unlucky here, someone died, but basically I'm not really having the newest characters, okay? Like, my latest character that I got is Aventurine, and I only spent on Aventurine, by the way. Like, I don't spend on this account. It's almost a free-to-play account. And what I want to say is, yes, there is power creep. You cannot deny that.
Absolutely.
And I know that if I level up this Firefly, the game will be way easier, just like Akiron does. But it's not actually impossible to play the game. Jingliu is still good. People are even still using Zila.
I mean, sure, Jingliu and Zila are good, but the relics that are required to make them good are fucking insane. To where I can just like pull like an E1 Robin or like an E1 Black Swan or a fucking Fei Xiao E0 and just shit stomp the fucking game.
And Clara is doing a good job
A Jingliu set is coming? Really?
in the meta. Let alone that the Super Break meta is with the Trailblazer and it's free, which is a bonus, with adding how good a lot of 4 stars are. But of course, the way you can play it, you don't have to finish every single thing for just 6
Jingliu is still really strong. Yeah, but she's not one of the GOATs anymore.
CJs every time, especially if you can get a lot of characters in the game. Like, the game I think is generous, might need to be more generous since there is a little power creep, and especially what were they thinking by doing this? Of course,
Hey, I'll be real. I was so happy with this. I pulled an E1 Robin and an E1 Black Swan, and now my chat thinks I'm good at the game. Right? I get a 25% damage bonus on both of my teams for 1 constellation. And now I just beat the game. And Ted's like, oh my god, you're so good. And I'm like, yeah, I know, man. What can I say?
a lot of people talked about the downside of this, but I will talk about something positive. I stopped playing when the Robin banner ended and I got Firefly, and I'm surprised like in 2 patches I can get Robin again. So maybe we have to change how we perceive that, and if you don't get, for example, Fei Xiao, you know that you will get her in like another 3 or 2 patches. But of course it's mostly not good. This is probably the only good thing about it. Now something
I will be real, I hope they keep the 3 banner thing cycling. I think that's awesome. Like, it really takes the fear of missing out of the game.
very captivating about this game that people are not talking about a lot, which is the existence of a lot of metas, and especially the strategies that you can do. Of course, we can use and say Super Break is very powerful, Ruan Mei ruined the game. But yeah, I can agree with you that Ruan Mei is very OP and she changed the whole thing, but we cannot deny
Maybe, dude, I still think I don't get how Ruan Mei works. I don't get why people say she's OP. I do know whenever I have her on my team, I just kill everything very easily. But I don't know what she's doing to make that happen. Like, I'll be real. I'm like, okay, well, I'm using her buffs and everything's dying. I don't know what these buffs are. I don't know what they do, but things are dying around me. She's got to be good.
the existence of the other characters and a lot of combs that you can do and the combos, which I really like. Like, the game is doing a really great job at this. And of course we can talk about the self-modeling resin and all of these things that they change in the game and they add in the game consistently. Like, they always add something new that changes the game. And that is the thing about Honkai Star Rail. It keeps getting better and better. And yeah, if you want to play the game, I really advise you to play it. Do you have to spend on the game? I don't really think so.
Fuck is going
like, if you
on?
really want to play the game and give it your time, you can play it. And actually, you can even not play it every day. You can play it very casually, or you can be a hardcore player. This is the definition of a great gacha game. And me personally, I sometimes play it like as a hardcore player. I play it every day. I try try to do everything just to beat the game because there is some challenge in the game, or I just don't play it every day. I log in once a week and I still enjoy the game. So of course there is some things that should.
Is Star Rail going up in quality every patch? I would say yes. I think they're doing a very good job. I think the triple banner is also great to avoid, like, whenever there's a character you really want, not having to wait too long to have another chance at it, which I think will encourage a lot of people to not spend as frivolously, knowing that, oh yeah, it'll probably come back on banner.
Change or can change. As always, dailies, maybe make them weeklies, and we get 360 every week, and that's it. A little more balance to some old characters or the problems in the Path of Erudition. Like, game has problems, but the amount of positive things in it is huge. And of course, people might say that I'm glazing, but yeah, I'm just positive about the game. What can I do? Like, just like people said that I'm glazing Wuthering Waves because I was positive, or well, saying that I'm hating about Wuthering Waves because I said that it has some problems. I know that some people are going to say, how did you say that Honkai Star Rail has some problems? Yes, the game does have some problems, okay? It's not perfect, it's a gacha game, it's always flawed. The meta and the power creep can be better, always. And for the popularity, the game is super popular now, not only as a gacha game, but as a game as a whole. And yeah, that's basically the current state of Honkai Star Rail. And yeah, that's basically the current state of Honkai Star Rail. You guys like...
I mean, I'll be real. Like, the problem with the power creep in Honkai Star Rail is, like, if a character comes out and they're not, like, busted, I just don't want to pull for them. Because I know that, like, a character who's weaker is going to be such a pain to fucking farm for. And, like, suboptimal relics, like, just won't fucking cut it for the content I want to fucking clear. And I'm just like, oh, God, do I really want to? And then the thing that really pisses me off is when a character comes out and they're shit, and then, like, 3 patches later, another character comes out that requires them. And it's like, oh my God, have fucking mercy on me, man.
Like these types of videos, so I'm gonna make sure that I talk about the other games and their state. And yeah, that was the video. Bye bye.
Dude, yeah, great video, man. I mean, I think I would go into even further detail in this video, but I think Honkai Star Rail is in a good spot. And I'm glad that it is, because it's one of the fucking goats for a reason.